In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create buttons using Google Slides. So if you don't have access to PowerPoint or Keynote or one of those, I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to do so that you can create those buttons for your websites, Google Slides, things like that. So I'm on my desktop right now. I do have the text stickers, the folder with all of the text stickers right here, just so it's easy to find. These are all of the text stickers that are included. They're all alphabetical, so I'm going to be using those in just a second, and I wanted to point those out. The other two things that you are going to need open are in Chrome or your browser. So I have the Google Slide presentation for the buttons. So these are all of the button templates that are available that we're going to be using today. And then I also have a Google Drawings open. So this is where we're actually going to be creating the button. So if you're not familiar with Google Drawings, to get there, what you will do is in your browser bar, you're going to type in drawings.google.com, and it will open up a blank drawing that looks like this. It kind of looks like Google Slides, but you notice that it has that checkerboard background. That's going to give us the ability to save a PNG, which will actually give us a transparent background, which are perfect for the buttons. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this canvas size. Because all of our buttons fit perfectly in this sort of square size, because they're all even, that way it works better if we have kind of a square canvas over here as well. So I'm going to come up to File, I'm going to go down to Page Setup, and I'm going to select Custom, and then I'm going to change it so that it is 10 by 10 inches. That way it's nice and square. It'll be easy for us to line everything up and make sure it's centered. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over into the Google Slides presentation, and I'm going to select the button that I want to use. So what I want to do is I don't want to copy just the slide over here. I actually want to come into the slide over here and click on the button itself so that I have it highlighted in blue like that. And then once it's highlighted, I'm going to copy it. So I'm on my Mac, so oops, and I skipped up a slide. I'm on my Mac, so I am just hitting the keyboard shortcut Command-C, and then I'm going to come over into the Google Drawing, and I'm going to click somewhere on the canvas, and then I'm going to paste it, Command-V. So there's the button. You see it when we change the canvas size to 10 by 10, it fills up the whole thing really nicely. There's not a lot of extra space, which is perfect. You don't want it to only be taking up a little space up here, because then you'll end up with this weird picture that you need to crop, and it's just kind of a pain. So from here, my button is taken care of. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to come into these text stickers, and I'm going to select the one that I want. As I mentioned, they are alphabetical, so I'm just going to select agenda here so that I can make an agenda button. I don't want to open the whole picture, so I don't want to double click like that. Don't do that. I just want to click on it once so it's highlighted, just like that. And then from here, I'm going to use the same keyboard shortcut, Command-C, or you can right-click and copy it. And then I'm going to come back into that Google Drawing, and I'm going to hit Command-V and paste it. So there it is. Now I can resize it however big I want. I can move it around and center it on that button. Right there. That's pretty good. You can kind of play with it until you're happy with it. Don't worry about this excess over here. It's not going to show up. So from here, we're almost done. All we need to do now is we can retitle this. So I typically just call them whatever the name of the button is. So I'll just call this agenda button. And then we're going to come to File, Download, and we want to select PNG. If we select JPEG, we're going to end up with a white background behind the button, and we don't want that. We want a transparent one. So PNG is going to give us that transparent background. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to download here. So I'm going to click on it and just double check that yes, it is transparent. All I see is the button itself and the text. So that means we are done. We're good to go. So this is ready to insert into your class website, into a Google slide or some other kind of presentation. You can also put these into Canvas or Schoology if your school uses those. So super simple. So that was Google Slides and Google Drawings to make those buttons. So I hope that was helpful and you are ready to go make some buttons.